Okay, so let's have a look at week three. Wait, or was it week four? I don't remember. No, I think it was week four. Yeah. Um, I don't actually have a lot to say, and the things that I have to say are not very good. Um, it was going well on. Well, it wasn't going that well the week, but then it was going well on Thursday. And I was actually in quite a bit of profit for the week. I think around 200. And then Friday happened, and it just it went south. So I actually ended up losing money again for the week. Um, so I'm considering, like I said, I talked about all these how to improve your edge things, but I also really stressed that I don't really have time to test them. Um, I might consider taking Friday off as a trading day just because this is not the first time that Friday just kind of, you know, fucks me up. But then again, to be fair, the previous week it wasn't really Friday, it was just the whole week, and I don't have enough data to say that now. Uh, so yeah, I mean, again, I don't really have time to just improve the edge, so I'm kind of stuck here. But I also don't want to pause the account. I want to keep using it and I want to keep trading because even if I fail it, I will have a lot of data to analyze. So I've got 8 weeks to go because that was week four, which means it's now week five. So I've got 8 more weeks to go to technically pass the account to get funded. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. But if it doesn't, I will still have a lot of data. And by the way, for this week, I decreased the lot size. So I was doing zero point 0.2 last week, and now I'm back to doing zero point 0.1 because I don't want to just burn the account. So I would like to, make some money back before I go back to zero point 0.2, if that even happens. With this strategy, there's really like there's ups and downs. This seems to be a moment of down, but it's not to the point where I would be like, oh, let me just reverse the trades. Because if you have like 80 to 20 win rate, so like you no, I mean 20 to 80, so you lose 80% of your trades, then you're lucky. That means you can technically just reverse the strategy, especially if it's automated. But this is not the case. This is the same strategy that passed me an account and that made me money in the first week. So I don't want to reverse them because I'm not entirely sure that this would be a good thing to do. Even though so far it has, I guess it has, in the past 3 weeks, if I reversed it, then I would obviously not be in drawdown right now, and I would be in profit. But this is not enough data. 3 weeks is not enough data. So if it keeps on going like this for 12 weeks straight, then yeah, I can consider it, and it means that the time that I did pass, I passed the first evaluation. Then that was the time that I got lucky instead. Um, but I think this strategy is definitely more of an up and down type of thing. So if I wanna improve the profits, I just need to sit down and study the data and analyze the data and improve the edge. Again, unfortunately, don't have the time to do that now. But well, we'll see. We'll see how week five goes. Um, yeah, not much else to say really. It's just oh wow. I'm not gonna go over every single trade because it doesn't really make sense for me to do that. Also, the partial profit thing is also something that I should consider. I think this would have been no, that wasn't half of it. It got pretty close though, and then it just closed. Let's see, the trades closed at 8:30, so that would have been around here. So barely in profit. It was doing a lot better before. Um, Again, this is all data that I have to analyze. It's it's not different every time, but well, it's I'm sure there's patterns, but it also can be there's so many. It also can be kind of not very similar from trade to trade, from session to session. Sometimes the New York session is just quadruple the size of the London session, and sometimes it's just not. So, and sometimes it just breaks out and goes smoothly, and other times it keeps going back into the zone and coming out. So, it's obviously it's nice when they're like this, just break out, take profit, easy. But a lot of the times they're not. So, if you guys have any suggestions, I'll take them. Again, there's so many things I would like to test myself, but this is just really not really a good moment to do this. But I'm glad that this is automated. I can still collect a lot of valuable data that I can use afterwards. So that's good, anyways. So guess that's it for this week. We'll see how week 5 goes.